Hey there everybody, welcome to a new episode of the vlog. Today I'm going to be talking about what I think is one of the most incredible overnight success stories in the history of music. It's truly a tale of the music industry in days gone by, and I just like to tell you about it. It's the story of Lesley Gore. Now, you've probably heard a lot of these so-called overnight success stories in music being talked about, and usually these stories are the result of what was in fact years of hard work, years of preparation, years of people struggling to get their names out there, playing clubs, getting slowly recognized, slowly building up their fan base, and then finally getting sort of discovered by some entity that makes them a star. But this one truly was overnight, and it was just so rapid for Lesley Gore. Now, Lesley Gore was a singer in the early 60s, but before that, well, she was just a high school kid. She was a junior in high school, only 16 years old. Now, this story, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what happened, because back in the day, the promotional machine was coming up with their own stories of how Lesley Gore got famous. I'm just reading, actually, from the liner notes of her first album, I'll Cry If I Want To. It just says, the story of Lesley Gore's swift rise to fame might well have been taken from a fairy princess fable. It says that she was a serious student at Dwight's School for Girls at Inglewood, New Jersey, and that it all began in early 1963 when Lesley sang several songs at her friend's Sweet 16 birthday party, and then she took it and cut a demo tape and sent it to Mercury Records and was immediately signed. That's not quite how it actually happened. It gets the time period pretty correct, though, but the actual story is closer to this, when she was taking singing lessons in Los Angeles. I don't know what her situation was for her upbringing, but she managed to be taking singing lessons from someone who not only had access to a music studio, but also was good friends with Quincy Jones. A little bit of luck in this story as well. And a lot of talent, don't get me wrong. Lesley Gore is very talented. Anyway, so she was singing some tunes for her singing instructor, and I guess he thought she had just an amazing voice, because he decided to take her into his recording studio, record her singing a couple of songs as like little demos, and send them off to his good friend, Quincy Jones. Of course, music producer extraordinaire, talent maker, etc. He heard the songs, loved them, brought Lesley into his recording studio to record a couple of tracks. And one of these tracks was a little song called It's My Party, and I'll Cry If I Want To. I'm sure you guys have all heard that song. Anyway, she recorded that, didn't think too much of it. It was like, ooh, maybe they'll release this at some point. And then, all the kids at school think I'm really cool. 6 days, actually. 6 days after she recorded that song in a studio, the legend has it that she was getting driven to school. They flipped on the radio, and there it was. It's My Party. It had already come out. This is how quickly the music industry used to work back in the day. It had already come out. It was already on the radio, and it was a couple weeks away from becoming a #1 hit single. So just like that, just from being a girl, taking some singing lessons, to having a #1 hit single in the course of a month or two, it's truly crazy. She would go on to record a follow-up song, a sort of answer song called Judy's Turn to Cry, and many other hits. Songs like Maybe I Know. Oh, of course, You Don't Own Me was a big hit song for her in 1964. You Don't Own Me sort of became a feminist anthem, even though it was written by two men, but what can you do? And, of course, she also made a little song called Sunshine, Lollipops, and Rainbows as well, which did pretty well for her. Became a huge star, performed many, many concerts, including just a fantastic performance on The Tammy Show. The Tammy Show is one of the best concerts of all time, starring the Rolling Stones and James Brown, but Seriously, go. I'll put a link in the description. Go watch Lesley Gore's performance on that show. It was really cool. Her career would go on for over 50 years. She unfortunately died in 2015 from cancer, but just having the right music teacher with the right friends, the right, well, talent, of course. That's kind of important. And all of that coming together within just a few short weeks in 1963 led to a 50-plus year career. And, well, you just couldn't ask for anything more than that. And yeah, I just don't know if we'll get a story like this anymore. I think if this happened today, it would probably be on TikTok. So I suppose things like that still do happen. Musicians still do randomly catch their lucky break, however it may happen. I mean, if you're a musician, still your best bet is to just put what you love out there as much as you can, and hopefully someone will find it. Maybe you'll be as lucky as Lesley Gore. Maybe next month you'll have a #1 hit song. Maybe it'll take you 5 years. Maybe you won't get there, but you'll have a lot of fun on the journey. Who knows? I'm having a lot of fun on my journey. I am a professional musician. I've taken vocal lessons, but those teachers were not friends with Quincy Jones. But that's okay. I'm still working on it. You can check out my description for links to where you can find my music, where it's sold or streamed online. You can like this video if you like what you saw, subscribe to this channel if you've been enjoying my videos, and ring the notification bell. Ring the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Yeah, I just always thought that the story of how quickly Lesley Gore was catapulted to fame was just fascinating, and maybe something the music industry had never seen before and will never see again. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you with another vlog again real soon.